What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. Time for the support report. We got a super dope guest coming on today. Know y'all gonna love. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Enjoying themselves. Elevating. Motivating. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to our sponsor, Supreme Hustle Club and Ghetto Heaven Records. You already know I hustle to eat every day. Get at me if you want to get up with this merch. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Got to support our sponsors. But we waiting on our guests to come in so we can have this wonderful, wonderful interview. I've been waiting a long time for this. You know what I'm saying? This man definitely deserves his flowers. We're going to wait for him to come into the room so we can get started. Y'all know how we do. Might take a little second. Maybe I should have some background music going. Y'all hit me up in the comments. Let me know if I should have some background music while y'all waiting on the guests to come in. We'll see how we can fix that and make that happen. Super excited to get this guest on the line, man. Looks like he is in the room. Waiting on to be able to add him. Please be patient with us. Share it live, share it live, share it live. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee y'all gonna want to tap in on this. This is gonna be one of them memorable ones. There we go. Man, what's good, bro?
My boy.
Man, welcome to the support report.
Man, I just woke up, but I swear to God, I'm so fucking excited about this garden full of flowers that his brother said he was planting for me, and I am humbled. Man, it means the world to me. I am, man, my brother.
Man, well, let's get right to it. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to let everybody introduce themselves. So please let everybody know who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Man, Mack Mecca Boomaye, you know what I'm saying? You know, we represent Near North Side, Cabrini Green, Nova Square, migrating out west. You know what I'm saying? Central Lake, but we in the process. We building a new Central Lake. You know what I'm saying? We try to calm down on that violence. Shout out Bo Deal. Y'all be doing the violence prevention. You know what I'm saying? Community outreach. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day. It's a new Mack Mecca. You know what I'm saying? It's a new soldier. It's a new warrior. But, now this warrior is a warrior for peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm a new gangbanger. I'm gangbanging for God. You know what I'm saying? I'm representing that to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
way.
I'm representing that, God has dragged us through the mud to clean us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to say I have flipped from Vice Lord to Nice Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. You hear me?
Man,
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Hey, and you know what? That is so amazing, and I'm grateful to hear that, knowing who Mack Mecca is and has been throughout his history. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's music to my ears. So what I like to do is I like to start from a very simple question, but you can be as complex or as, you know what I'm saying, intricate as you would like. Where did the want, the need, the feeling first hit you to wanting to be in the entertainment business? When did it first hit you?
Well, I knew that's what I was gonna do. It was a talent show in Seward Park. Seward Park in Cabrini Green. I was 7 years old. I did Eric B. and Rakim, move the crowd. I rapped it word for word. 7 years old, crowd going crazy. Bold Face, Jumaine, they had a rap group. They rapped their own stuff. They was advanced. They was killing on the mic even back then. That's what made me want to be. That's what made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Bo Deal. I think his name was Rocket back then. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. He was MC Rocket.
Big shouts out to Big Boss Bo, most definitely.
Yeah. They was the Project Boys. That was their rap group. The Project Boys. And I wanted to rap like the Project Boys. You feel me? And it made me want to rap, And so I did that, and it was just a reaction from the crowd. It was like, at 7, I wasn't no smoking no weed or drinking no drink or nothing like that. So that was like a drug. At 7 years old,
God.
The crowd all going crazy, baby. I needed that. I needed some more of that shit, So that's what it was.
Oh God.
7 years old to a park. Yeah, shout out to that show, man.
I definitely can relate, you know what I'm saying, to that crowd being that drug, boy, because like the bigger the crowd, the more the roar, the more, you know what I'm saying, it feels so good.
It was positive attention, you know what I'm saying? Positive attention, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Sometimes we'll take any type of attention, you know what I'm saying? Good or bad. So that was the good shit, you feel me? And it was like a drug. It was like a drug, big bro.
God. And I love that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as you was going through the motions, okay, so bam, now you got the taste for it. So now it's on you. So what's the next move? How does it start to develop?
It took a little time. Like when it came to like rapping, coming up with my own stuff, I was weak as hell at first. Like they used to laugh at me. I was weak as hell at first because I didn't have the story to go along with. You know what I'm saying? The raps, but as time go on, as you go through life and you go through stuff, it starts to it starts to become easy to pop that shit like for real. You know what I'm saying? Before you pop that shit in real life, easy it is to pop that shit with your tongue. You know what I'm saying? So man, that's where it came, and it was an outlet. You feel me? I went through a lot, but I started letting my pain plus my passion be my power. And that's how it was about, taking that pain and being able to use it. You feel me? Being able to use it as an instrument. And I think along with God having called it on my life before I even knew it, aided and assisted me along the way.
That way. And you know what? Like a lot, the history will tell that you had a hell of a life, bro. You really lived this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to being a figure, a legendary figure, you already was that before you even really got into the entertainment business like that. You was legendary on the streets. So what was the transition of taking that from that to this like?
Oh man, it was, and I'm gonna tell you, it was And I never like to kind of like glorify the street shit, but it's a part of me. It's a part of me. It's a part of my legacy that I can't hide. I refuse to hide. But it was like when I started off, it was like, you know, you had that chip on your shoulder. You walk around with that big ass Dorito on your shoulder, and it's like you not even realize you put down an aura that entices violence your way, that welcomes violence. That, you know, because I'm not ashamed to talk about this, but like growing up when I was young, I was suicidal, but I knew because my family, you know, we grew up in a church in Cabrini Green. Shout out Strangers Home. So I always had the spiritual roots and the spiritual seeds that was planted in me. You feel me? And so even when you take that left turn and you venture off, God is still a part of you. And it was like I knew if I was to kill myself, that's the one sin that's unforgivable. So I would never kill myself, but I would put myself into suicidal situations. And so in the process of that, people looking at it as me being fearless. But really, I was kind of like, I wanted to die. So I would do whatever. I would go above and beyond what the next person is willing to do. I would go, you know, overboard. If you feel me, and you kind of like, you grow a reputation. And, man, he crazy, man. He get wild. He just, and you start to live it up to that reputation and try to outdo that reputation. And you were kind of like, take it. It made me feel important that I would be the person that people will come get when something happens. Like, they come get, let's go. And, you know, it made me feel loved. It made me feel, you know, wanted and welcome. So it was kind of like, I kind of like started living into an image that wasn't even really me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the truth being told, like, I've always been like a protector. You know, I was a sweetheart as a kid, but like, you know, I always looked after, you know, my little brother, little sister, little cousin, like a protector, you know, and that's what I was in the streets. And so, you know, you find yourself stepping in the name of love, really, you know?
Facts.
Stepping in the name of love, and you're doing that, and you grow your face card, you start to get burnt up. And so people start hating you, people want to kill you. And, you know, I look up, I was kind of like in over my head, really. And shit, I was in over my head, you know, and you put on that persona like, I don't get no fuck, I ain't scared, I ain't woo. But in the inside, you kind of is, you know? Yeah. You kind of is scared. You know you in over your head and shit like that. But as time, you know, we started doing different shit, going around doing shows, you know, touring and stuff like that. And then you start getting a different love. You start getting people gravitate towards you for the God in you, for your personality, for the good qualities about yourself. And you know, and those some of those qualities that you had in the streets, like loyalty, they become something that people find golden about your personality. And so I look up the person that everybody hated, everybody wanted to kill, everybody wanted to jump on, everybody. You know, you look up and it's like, man, everybody love Mack. And then I'm like, man, look at God, like, man, this is awesome. You see him? And then, you know, you look around you and the little soldier is becoming a general, is becoming a leader. You see me? And, you know, you have people around you that look up to you and they'll want to prove themselves to you. They'll want to do anything to show their loyalty to you. And then it's like, I learned from Spider-Man, with freedom comes great responsibility. That way. Now, you have this power. And so now it only made me become more humble. You feel me? And so I'm like, you know what? I know what they'll do for me. So I have to become more humble so they won't have to. That way. That way.
Hold on. So, hold on, wait. I hate to cut you off, but I got to, because you just said a whole lot, and I want to unpack some of that, because you said some very powerful things, and I definitely want to, you know, touch bases on that. And I'm going to let you continue in a hot second. Okay, so, Bam, let's talk. You talked about dealing with your depression with being, you know, suicidal, and not wanting to kill yourself because of your religious background. Instead, you use that as a vehicle to be a helper to the streets. And people would come and get you to do stuff, and people would come and get you to bust moves and things like that, because they knew that you were a protector. Yeah. And they use that energy for negative things. and negative things came about, but at the same time, they showed you love because of that.
Because of that.
And, you know, you use that as a coping mechanism.
Yes.
And by doing that, you know what I'm saying, it led you into places where you didn't want to go, but it also gave you a certain amount of love and respect that made you feel like it was necessary to continue to move forward. But then you manifested that into having the strength and ability to be able to say, okay, so bam, I have this way of life and I'm doing this and these things are happening, you know what I'm saying? And this is not really me. But then you latched on to this music business and the entertainment business, and it showed you a different way of life and a different type of love.
Yes.
And with that, it gave you the strength to be able to show your loved ones and people that were around you that were depending on you for negative things a positive you.
Yes.
And by showing them that positive you transition all of that negative into the positive outlook and God-fearing man. And then on top of that, above all of that, you found out and recognized that God was with you the whole way.
The whole time.
So much powerful stuff said right there. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had to recap that for the people because, like, I don't want them to miss the power in what you just said and the growth that it took to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a battle that you had to overcome. That was a lot of, you know, emotional, mental, spiritual warfare that you had to go through, even physical warfare with yourself, with the streets, with everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's amazing that you made it through and you was able to change all of that and become the man that you are today. Are there people that you can contribute that to, or was that just more so like, you know, over time you just grew into that person?
No, it was definitely people that I can attribute that to. And you feel me? It's like I'm seeing change. It's people I looked up to, and I'm seeing the change in them. You feel me? Man, you know, everybody knows, like, Bo Deal and Faith were very instrumental in, like, raising me on the street side. But then I'm looking at their growth turn into what they grew into. You feel me? And seeing how they turned into family men, and you feel me, and start to, you know, legitimize their self. And you feel me? I'm watching them, and I'm seeing the evolution. Because if we don't evolve, we will become extinct. Okay, so my cousin Mississippi, like, I grew up behind some legendary dudes. You feel me? And so that a lot of them even, like, putting in more work than me. But it's like I got a lot of credit for stuff because I was kind of like an emotional dude. I wasn't that wait in the bushes, motherfucker. I was like, I ended up doing shit in front of a lot of motherfuckers, and then that's where the stories come from. It's like I wasn't the calculated dude. I went off emotion, so I'm not gonna think like, okay, let me double back and know I'm right, you know. And so that's where a lot of the stories come from, because a lot of people have seen it. But that don't mean I've done more than some of my percenters, the people who preceded me. But they were smarter. You feel me? So I'm looking at them in the way they evolve, and some brothers that even that didn't come up under in the gang, like, you know, such as Jimmy Bone. You know, he's from Nova Square, and you know what I'm saying. But he was a brother that I watched. You know what I'm saying, and I learned from. You know what I'm saying. Like, I used to be you know, he'd check a nigga quietly, never raise his voice and shit like that. And, you know what I'm saying, talking. I'm learning. I picked up a lot from Bo, from Face. You know what I'm saying, from Sip, from, you know what I'm saying, from Jimmy. You know what I'm saying, shit like that. So I'm watching. Feel me? And so it's like you don't have to do the most. You feel me? Like, and sometimes, you know,
Can't hear you, OG. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. His mic is going on. OG, your mic went off. Can you hear me now? We still can't hear you. Hold on. I'm going to tap you out and bring you back in. Can you hear me? We still can't hear you. We're going to tap back in. There we go.
Yeah. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, do you want to start over or you want to just you on one?
No. Keep on going. Going.
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
And so,
Yeah.
I actually, I was with my partner who I do the movies with, Shake Robinson, and I was with him, my homie Red Rillet, and we shoot for the Little Boy Blue movie. And I ran into a prophet, and the prophet was like, "Man, can I pray for you?" I was like, "Yeah." And so he touched me. His hand got shot. He's like, "Man, you don't understand how much power you got. God got a call in your life. He want to use you." I'm like, "What do you want to use me for?" You know, like I shoot niggas. I fucking, you know what I'm saying? I sell drugs. I do this. I do drugs. I move. He was like, "That's exactly why God want to use you, because angels come in disguises. This is your disguise. You don't understand how much power you got. You know what I'm saying? People will follow you. You know what I'm saying? People will follow you into the fire. They would, you know what I'm saying? So you can lead them to anything. You feel me? You can lead them to school. You can lead them to peace. You can lead them to church. Lead them to work.
Facts.
And so, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like woke me up, because, you feel me? A leader is a leader. And I've always been a leader. I don't need no title. I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to be front line. He said, God wants the gangbangers. God wants the brothers that been in the trenches, that been war tested. He wants those. You feel me? He will turn those into soldiers for him. And that's what he's been doing. And so it gave me clarification on my life. It's like, this is all training. Everybody knows. I went through so much. It was like I was being persecuted. I used to feel like I was being persecuted, man. You know?
Yes,
like, man, I used to feel like I was being persecuted. You know? And so it's like it became clear to me that was all my training to be the man that I am. You know? And so, you know, one of my brothers was like, focus. You know what I'm saying? You know, focus.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Shout out to Focus.
Shout out Focus.
Oh, so, God. Shout out to Shot Sang Films as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so, he had told me, he was like, man, you don't understand the importance of your life and who you are. It's like, I know your name David, but bro, you are David out the Bible. You know, when you was young, what you do, you took care of a lot of kids. You feel me? You were a shepherd at first. You know, you started out as a shepherd. You know, when you was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You game banging like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You take on whoever. You know what I'm saying? You always fight the line. You were a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and now look at you doing violence prevention. You know what I'm saying? You saving lives. Now you're a king.
Oh,
you
God.
Know? Like, man, ain't nobody mad but the devil. You know?
Period.
And then another thing, you know, when my father died, me and my father got real jammed before he died, right?
May he rest in peace.
You know, yeah. And so, you know, I kind of like, it was, my father, he wasn't in the streets. He wasn't like, no gangs, ain't sell drugs, none of that shit. So, he actually, you know, was the opposite of any of that. And so, he kind of knew I could be better. But it kind of like came off, like he was kind of embarrassed, like, to have a son that was as wild as like that. But once he really got to see, like, man, that was just you. You feel me?
Fact.
And he was like, I used to admire your bravery, how brave and how bold you were, you know? And so, you know, it kind of like when I got to take care of him before he died and took his last breath. And you know what I'm saying? I got to, you feel me? Like serve him, you know what I'm saying? Change him, feed him, everything. And that purified my soul. And it was some good things about him that I took on. You feel me? After he had died, I went to the joint. I came back home. I joined the church, and I became a deacon. And you know, I'm sorry, the church ended up getting sold in Green. But for that time, I was into servitude. And that's as close as you can get to God. Serving our people, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
see,
sir.
that's another thing the prophet told me. To be a servant for the Lord is to be a king amongst your people. Feel me? Treat a king and a peasant the same way. You feel me?
That way.
Serving.
And that's that. And you know what? Let me stop you right there, because that's perfect example of who Mack Mecca has always been to me. I want to share with you a story. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm gonna share with you a story. I remember we was at Max Guillotine's crib, and we was in the studio. Shout out to Max Guillotine. And I was recording a song. And no, first you was recording some songs, and you had recorded a couple of songs, and you had that boy turned up. You was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch vibing. You know what I'm saying? Just loving what you was doing. And it had got super late. And you know what I'm saying? We was in there. Then I started doing my song. And it took me a long time to record my little verses that I had. And I was nervous because I hadn't been in a booth for years, and it was finally my turn. And here I am, I'm messing up in front of Mack Mecca and Max Guillotine, and I'm going crazy. I got my feelings hurt and all this. You talked to me, and you was like, man, bro, just relax. That shit that you in there spitting, that shit hot as hell, but you just in a hurry to deliver it. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to, if you don't get it down tonight, you know what I'm saying? Just let you be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Take your time. Whenever it's right, it's gonna be right. And that shit stuck with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? For years I thought about that. And I just wanted to thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there that have a lot of those type of stories and history with you, where you have been an inspiration, where you have been, you know what I'm saying, a voice of reason, where you have been a voice of, you know, encouragement. And I feel that energy from you, and I've always felt that vibe about you. And bro, I have the utmost respect for your work ethic, for the type of things that you have done in your career, like the way that you grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get into all of that, but I just wanted to touch on that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I really want to do this interview to truly give you your flowers, to really, you know what I'm saying, show you your love and respect that you deserve, bro, because I feel like you underrated, underappreciated, even though there is tons of people that love and show support to you and what you're doing, like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying in the sense of, right,
public. You feel me? You know, it hit different when it's public. And I feel the love in the streets more so. That makes me feel rich in the streets. The love I get in the streets makes me feel rich. But when I be feeling like I get looked over a lot of stuff where they trying to, you know, act like my accomplishments ain't shit, you know, I get 3 movies on YouTube for over 1 million views. Now, if some other people would have did, they would have made a parade for them.
Man.
Shout out Shardell. Because
God.
You know,
big shout out Shardell.
He always gives me my flowers, and I swear to God, he always gives me my flowers when I'm always feeling down or feeling overlooked. I look up and it's a post from him, or he's talking about me on the radio. And then, like, even my son was like, "You gave Shardell his name," and then he always tells people that, you know.
Hold on, wait a minute. You ain't just finna speed past that on this show. Hold up.
I told you we gonna talk.
So you mean to tell me that you named Shardell?
The mayor. Yeah.
How did that happen?
I told him, man, fuck that radio shit. You the mayor of Chicago, nigga. At the time, I think it might have been who was it? It might have been Rahm Emanuel. It might have been somebody else. I don't remember. I said, but fuck that person. I said, you the mayor of Chicago. And you know what I'm saying? And like, it just stuck, and like different people started saying it. And then it's like, look up, he's the mayor of Chicago. You see him?
Facts.
Like, real talk.
Facts.
You know? And so it's like he always give me my flowers. And so, he's one of them ones that always makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And give me my flowers. But sometimes, like when I go in them little rants sometimes, and I have to lay down my resume because I'm a humble beast. You know what I'm saying? But
yes,
like I have an impeccable resume, like for real, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what we're not gonna do. I ain't one of them. I'm one of those. But
facts.
Very, very humble. But sometimes I have to.
And that's why. And that's why, really, I wanted to get you on the show, and I've been trying to get you here for a long time, bro. Because for real, like you are that dude, and everything that you saying it with absolute facts. No ego, no extra. You got 9 movies up under your belt. You got countless albums of music. You got all types of opening acts and background performances and big name situations that you done been a part of all over this country, probably all over the world. Probably done dipped out the country on my ass, and I ain't even know it.
Hey, my background, I ain't been out the country.
Hey, but we gotta make that happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Is bottom line is you done rock stages with some of the biggest and baddest, and on some of the biggest stages all across the world. I mean, all across the country at least. And you deserve to be on the world stage. And like you said, they don't give you enough respect for the accomplishments that you have done. You starred in movies with millions of views. Period. Nobody. It's very few people in the city that can say that. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's people that been doing this their whole life. They can't even accomplish half of what you didn't accomplish.
Man, but you know what? On that note, let me tell you what I see coming though. You feel me? Like I'm people are starting to, they start to recognize and they start to, you feel me? And so on that note, I really want to salute the Chicago movement because Detroit got shit on fast, but I feel Chicago is on their ass. I'm really loving this movement, you know what I'm saying? Bo and Albert Elmore, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, fuck it. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? They want me to do this shit, I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But me, myself, Shake Robinson, Bo G, Will Gates, you know what I'm saying? Man, motherfucking Billy Ray Valentine, you know what I'm saying? Got me starting in the United Nations, kind of like a Warriors remake. That's coming
sir.
Awesome. Hypno Carlito. Well, man, I'm talking about, he put me in a movie that's fucking star-studded. You feel me?
Shout out to all those legends.
Shout out my man, Reggie, Netflix. That next, I forgot the name of his shit, but they killing shit right now with the Ikerson brothers. They got all type of other movies. You know what I'm saying? Over there with my man Derek Hayes and shit. They killing shit right now. Man, it's Barack Obama. It's a lot, man. The Chicago movement is on a motherfucker ass. Like, man, I'm not. I hope I didn't leave nobody out. I was just off the top of my head. You know no, motherfucker. Breezy, can't forget Breezy. She killing shit right now. Suze Burton killing shit right now. It's like the Chicago movement is scary right now. It's scary, but we on their ass. I just had to put that out there. We on their ass.
I love it.
Motherfucker calling me Mecca Jordan right now. So you know what I'm saying? They starting to get they starting to get the flowers right now. Motherfuckers is calling me motherfucker Mecca Jordan. And speaking of giving the flowers, like it's like certain people that cheerlead for you public. Some people Mecca but they won't press the share button. You know what I'm saying?
That way.
That part.
That way.
There's people out of slid for it that won't even press a button for a mother. You know what I'm
that
saying?
Way.
Let that marinate in your soul. It's free to support. But I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Aisha Moore.
Man.
She always, man, holding down Chicago on the daily. On the
big
regular.
time. Big time.
Man, my original first cheerleader, LaPierre Shamir. She moved to Arizona, but she was the first person that used to champion me publicly. And now I have, my vibe queen. Shout out my vibe queen, Tay Bay. She always supporting me publicly, sharing everything, pushing the motherfucker to be better. Yeah, shout out my vibe queen. But
God.
Yeah, man, it's kind of like, it's coming together. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to everybody that you mentioned, especially all those Chicago legends, you know what I'm saying? Definitely trying to get all of those people on the show. Like, I've been trying to reach out to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So legendary. It's so fucking legendary. And, you know, I've been blessed to have Chicago legends in my corner. Like, you know, Cohart, like when I was on house arrest, I used to go to jail all the time, okay? When I was on house arrest, I couldn't leave the porch. Cohart taught my son how to ride his bike. You feel me? You know, Nuisance, like, she'll tell you, like, she's my personal therapist. Right? Like, I'm bipolar, so I have meltdowns, all type of shit. Always there for me. You know what I'm saying? Man, my cousin Adrian, you know what I'm saying? Ryder, even though my baby mama don't like me, like, she hold me down, like, on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? Like, shit be coming together for real, you know? And I have legends in my corner, and I just want to salute Bo Dill, too, because he was the one who originally got me into the violence prevention and wanted to do that, and philanthropy. I was doing shit, like, out of my pocket, like, doing shit for the hood, stuff like that, but on a larger scale. You feel me? That shit is what it's all about. That's what being an OG is all about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want to impress me, I don't care how many bodies you get, how many food pass outs you do. Feel me?
Facts.
How many tours you gave out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You want to impress me. Feel me? So that's what it's about to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, what I'm doing now is a different type of satisfaction and gratification. You know, I thought the respect that you get from the street shit, I thought, you know, that was it, you know, because it's a nice respect, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
Respect you, you know what I'm saying? You know, females, like, think you badass, like, you know, they like that shit. Even the good ones, they love that shit. But
man,
it's something about when you turn over to the other side. You
Facts.
know, it's even more of a respect, because any gangster can start a war, but it take a real one to stop them.
And then even deeper than that, the feeling of love that you get from that is so much more intense. It's so much more magnified, and the response, you know, the love response is so much greater.
It's like it makes you feel good, and you know, you don't do it for recognition, but to be you know, recognized and celebrated for it. It do feel good. It was like,
man,
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, you remember the riots, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it was a pride surrounding that. You know, Central Lake always got a bad rap for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
So Buffalo's known for shootouts, known for getting shot, for all the wrong shit. Don't go over there, this, that, and
And bottom line, I done been on Central and Lake many a day, sat out there, kicked it all day, all night, had no problems, enjoyed myself, had great life out there. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. But continue, you know, sir.
Yeah. But so, you know, during in the kind of like I say 2015, you know, before that, like, Bowling brought everybody through that motherfucker. Gucci, Waka, got, like, you know what I'm saying? It was all good. It was all good. Black youngster, everybody, like, with nothing, you know, back then it was like shit was a little different. It was still at the tail end of structure and all shit like that. But, you know, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. And so during that time, you know, they had a bad rap. It was, you know, a lot of shit going on. And the riot started on our brother's birthday, Boo Boo. You feel me? Who's like, man, a big deal. You know what I'm saying? One of those over there. You feel me?
Oh, God.
And we still uphold his name to this day. And it started on his birthday. And and I was out there, they was pulling up 30s, you know what I'm saying, deep as hell, trying to, you know what I'm saying, loot and run up in the city sports and all that. And so I took the stand, like, feel me, like, you're not gonna take nothing on my dead brother's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, God.
Angie, you know what I'm saying? She gave out shoes to the kids who mothers was on drugs, you know, at our liquor store and our stores and shit. It's like family, because they can't go nowhere else. And so we banded together, and the police had told the stores, like, man, just you know, Y'all can give him something like to protect yourself. I guarantee you get Mecca. Ain't nobody getting that, running up in that motherfucker.
That way.
And I stayed out there 48 straight hours. The police had a meeting in that liquor store lot and had a no search warrant on me for 4 blocks. And I am a felon, like, you know what I'm saying, a felon with a capital F. And so they gave me permission because they like, he's the one who protects the neighborhood. What he supposed to protect it with a baseball bat? These guys hopping down with fucking sticks and shit. Like, yeah. And so the neighborhood, when I think came together, they took shifts, so I was never out there by myself. They brought me food, charged on my phone. They, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I felt so appreciated during that time. And it was like, it was even on Facebook, like, man, do not go looting on Central Lake. Like, man, they shooting at cars, they run up them, you know, and Central Lake was untouched. You know, everybody else shit was ran through, boarded up, and Central Lake shit was untouched. And that was a moment of pride because motherfuckers went to war for way less than protecting your neighborhood, protecting your, you know, your peace. You know,
that way.
To do it for something that matters. You know,
that way.
And then I'm on camera, like, you know, the shorty did always call me, you know, neighborhood hero. But then when I was able to have gun out and shit, like in front of police, they were out there bringing me coffee and shit, like, man, thank you, you know. And they like, man, he's a neighborhood superhero. My mom even came up there and she was so proud. You know what I'm saying? She was so proud. It was like they had it scripted when she pulled up there. Did you know your son was a superhero? Like, you know, and I was the fuck up. So to have my mother proud of me and them to make a story about me doing good. Feel me? Doing
well,
good.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there, bro, because this is another opportunity for me to give you your flowers. First of all, you wasn't the fuck up, bro. Like the prophet told you, you had to go through those things in order to be who you are and in order to be that person, to be able to be the superhero that you are today. So you earned all of that through all of the adversities, through all of the so-called wrongdoings, through all of the left turns when you should have went right. Guess what? Those were building you up for this right movement that you pulling off right now. They were maturing you to be who you are today, to have the mindset to be able, like a good example. I was just telling my cousin a story that happened to me. A multi-millionaire wanted to give me $1 million. And he asked me, what you gonna do with this $1 million? And I'm like, I rambled off a bunch of stuff that I thought I wanted to do with $1 million. And he was like, nah, what is your plan?
Right.
Do you really understand what you would really be getting yourself into? How are you gonna make this money multiply? How are you gonna sustain it? How are you gonna make it into something? You know what you don't have? Experience. And at the time I was mad as hell because I wanted that $1 million and he had it to give.
Exactly.
But 10 years later, now I understand that because I had to be built up to know what I need to do with that $1 million.
Exactly.
That's what happened with you, bro. Yeah. So I definitely wanted to chime in.
And I see exactly what you're saying because in my line of work, it's such a thing called LTO, which is you have to have the license to operate. You have to have been someone in that world to be able to talk the language to them. You feel
Facts.
me? And they like, how you get all those shorties to listen to you? I ask them nicely. I talk to them. You feel me?
You respect them. You show them love and respect.
They know I care genuinely. You know what you feel me? But, you know, they also, I'm not as far removed. I'm removed from the streets, but not as far as a lot of them that ain't been in the streets in 20 years, 15 years. You know?
Facts.
At the time, see, I understand it was training now, but at the time, you know, when your family know how smart you was, bro, I was borderline genius. You know what I'm saying? And I was smart as hell, but like bad as hell. And so it'll be frustrating to people that know you could do so much better. You feel me? But you know, life takes, you know what I'm saying, turns on you sometimes.
And see,
act out. But it was
and they didn't understand that you needed to be that person.
Yes.
You needed to be that person. They sent you to be. That was literally training. Like you said, that's literal training you had to go through to be able to do the good works that you're doing now. Preparing you.
And that's why I give God the praise, because it wasn't, I ain't survived all that because I was just such a gangster and so tough. No. Oh my God, it's where it couldn't be nothing but God. And angels were put in my life to save me and protect me. You feel me?
Way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? To protect me from different places that was, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was there for me in that situation to protect me. You feel me? And so, you know, it's like a lot of people were put in my life that I didn't know why, but you know, everything comes, you know what I'm saying, to pass. Like, shout out my brother Jason from 502 Bank Road. He had told me, he was like, you know, when we was young and real close, he was like, man, you know, why you think I always used to feel like I had to protect you? He's like, I didn't know what you were gonna be, but I knew you was gonna be something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Feel me? And you know, people have been in my life is for seasons and some for different reasons. But it's clear to me why. I had angels in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I just know it's like God had a purpose for me. But now that I know this, if I play them games with God now, oh my motherfucker gonna pop my motherfucking top so motherfucking quick. You know,
well, we know you ain't playing them games, so we ain't worried about none of that.
I'm on this side, and it's like, you know, I don't have the heart for that shit no more. No way. It's like, I love them shorties that out there doing it. They could be my sons. They lost. You see them? They lost. I don't hate them. I love them. You feel me? I love them. I don't want to see none of them die.
None of them. Not a single one.
Not a single one. I love them. You feel me? They were once lost. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like I see past their faults and see their needs.
And see, that's what we was missing. You know what I'm saying? Our parents couldn't see that we was lost. They all they knew is that we was doing what we was doing. And that's what made them feel like, you know, hey, you wasting your life and you doing all this, that, and all the war. Well, nah, you don't understand. You know, I'm lost. I'm trying to figure it out. You know? And now that you got it figured out, you can help them figure it out. You can help them. You know, you were sitting here to make sure that them young men had somebody that they could talk to that understood.
Yeah. And then it's like, once you become conscious, you will not go back to sleep.
Period.
Like, you grow up hating a certain gang or hating this.
Period.
Then you go to jail and you in the cell with them and you split the honey. You got the honey butter, I got the peanut butter. And you split. You feel me? And you find,
surviving it. We surviving this nasty environment, this fucked up environment.
You know what I'm saying? Some of my best friends in the world are opposition, like, you know. And you find out this later, like we out here fighting each other, killing each other, and our chiefs are in Stateville kicking it.
Let's talk about the flip side. How it's friends that people that was friends since they grew up that turn on each other and go against each other and kill each other. You know what I'm saying, over this shit. Excuse my language.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you feel me?
It's all crazy though. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's all crazy.
Back in our day, it wasn't such thing as a past.
Right.
You with your mama, you with your kids, like, yeah, I see you, nigga. You lucky.
I was just telling my mama about that. The crowds we didn't walk through that I probably could have died.
Oh, man, such thing as a past. You know what I'm saying? But now ain't no past. That shit crazy. Like, you feel me? But I don't have the heart for that shit no more. Like, you know,
cause you won't. You can't. You can't. It's like, your human self then woke up so much that it can't allow you to just kill randomly.
Yeah, like the last time. This is what really let me know that I had got to the point where I was beyond all this. We slide, right? My homie like, man, let me out right here. I'm like, bro, you don't see them dope fiends out there, man? He like, man, they shouldn't be out there. They know what's going on. Man, you sound crazy, nigga. Hey, you know, come on, bro. We don't get no points for that. I'm like, bro, we looking for them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas with dreads, niggas with tattoos, niggas with hoodies. Like, and that's when it sinks in my head, bro. I'm looking for brothers that look like me. I'm riding around looking for myself, trying to see myself. You hear me?
Got you programmed to kill yourself.
Yeah. And so, like, what Bo kind of, like, spread with the I'm op, like, fucking with the whole city. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's major. You feel me?
Facts.
That's major. And
Facts.
it's like, man, and now it's like a lot of people are clicking up doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. He definitely set the precedence and the trend with that. And that was when it was most needed. When it first really got wild in the streets, when the cliques and the gang stopped being organized. It was perfect timing. I definitely salute him for that, and I definitely salute you for bringing that up in this interview, because a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's not in the streets.
Like, man, bro, it's like motherfuckers go through the same struggle. You feel me? The
Facts.
same, you know, we warn over blocks that ain't even ours. You know what I'm saying?
Don't own a piece of land. None of that.
None of that. So, you know, it's like, man, we have a duty as OGs. You know what I'm saying? We have a duty. We can't be scared of these shorties. You feel me? They'll fuck with you and they'll listen to you when it's real. You feel me? You know, we can't be scared of our youth because they are a product of us. For real.
And then on top of that, we got to show up with some resources. We can't just show up with a good word for them. We got to show up with them resources so they can feel like we really care about them, because we really do. And if we really do care about them, then we got to do something to make their situation better. We can't just be coming around them flossing and looking good and they struggling. What type of love is that?
A lot of them are looking for a way out. They just don't have no option. You know what I'm saying? They just fuck their face up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, rise for something that, you know, like wars that preceded them.
Facts.
You know, it's like, who said that? Was it Boosie that was like hypnotized with hate?
Yeah.
That hypnotized with hate.
Facts.
And so, you know, it's real deep. But shout out
to
all these non-for-profits, you know what I'm saying, that I put shit together right
now.
The
real ones that's putting in the real work.
The real work, the feet work. I tell people all the time, I work for I'm employed by the Institute of Nonviolence, but I work for God.
That way.
And there's some good brothers over there that have been very instrumental in my growth. You know what I'm saying? Big brother Nas, you know what I'm saying? Keithy, you know, Cindy, the CEO over there. You know what I'm saying? God. A lot of good brothers. B, you know what I'm saying? Bully, you feel me? Draper, Squeak, Dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Brothers that, you know what I'm saying, putting their feet to the ground, boots to the ground. My brother Tavares, Tim Shaw, I know you know him on Facebook.
Man, I definitely know Tim Shaw. Definitely shout out to all them good brothers.
Hey, he pulling up with 28 feet trucks. You know
already know.
Hood, bro. Like,
know. He pulled up in my neighborhood. I see bro everywhere getting it in. Much love to Shaw, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them brothers making a difference. You know what I'm saying?
All of them brothers. Hey, and I want to let you know, off top, any of them brothers that want to come on the show, you let them know. This their platform to come and talk about whatever they want to talk about. Anything they want to put out there to the public, anything that they want to let the community know, this is one of their platforms. They definitely got it. And anybody else that you want to get on the show, and you know you always welcome back as many times as you want to come back. So anything that you need to talk about, anything that we need to know, whatever it is, definitely put us in tune, you know what I'm saying? Because this is our platform.
Yeah, man, and protect them women, man. Protect them women.
Man, the women and the kids. Protect everybody. Protect your brothers, your sisters, and your whole fucking family, because we all family.
If you love them, don't let them send themselves off. You feel
Period.
Me? Don't let them send themselves off. I ain't gonna get into detail, but you know, I just, you know what I'm saying, I just stopped some shit from happening a couple nights ago, and you know what I'm saying, it made me feel good, like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, bro, don't let them send themselves off.
Period.
Don't just sit back and watch them motherfuckers throw their life away.
Period.
If they got any type of respect for you, man, jumping away, man. Man, come on, bro. You can't do this, bro.
Don't do that, bro. Please.
This, bro.
Please.
Don't be that OG that like to instigate shit and see shit happen, man.
That's a goofy. That's not an OG. That's a goofy. And I ain't scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fear nothing.
Man.
That's a goofy. They sending you off.
Out here, you feel me?
Period. Period.
If you a universal, walk like a universal. If you a chief, walk like a chief. If you have that influence, walk like it, talk like it, feel me? Walk like a leader. I motherfuckers shorties be laughing and be like, I be having like shorties I mentor and shit like that, take them out. They wonder, black excellence. They be laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? But man,
they don't get you planting seeds in they garden.
Yeah, bro. Y'all got shorties out here, keep them busy. You feel me? Don't let the streets get them, bro.
Okay, so now my homie Peter Eastside Kellen is in the building, and I definitely want to shout him out and say that he came across a lot of footage of Africans kidnapping our babies. So I want to pass the word to you, because you in tune with all these non-for-profits, that we looking for Africans in our neighborhood that are snatching our babies. They are in our neighborhood. They've infiltrated our neighborhood, and they are snatching our babies. So, and they got an infrastructure set up to where our kids disappear instantly. You know what I'm saying? So they caught them multiple times. There are offenders with 5 and 6 offenses, and they just keep getting bailed out because they got these multi-millionaire, billionaire people bailing them out and putting them back on the streets. So all the summer, we putting together the network to watch out for our kids and make sure that they can be safe this whole summer. And we looking for them Africans that's out there, not the ones that's, against, that's with us, that love us and showing us love, but the ones that's out there taking our kids. We looking for them. And we got something for them too.
Well, you need to give PD my number, because
I got
yeah. Like
that's definitely.
I'm retired, but as a man of God, I fight the devil in whatever form he comes in.
Period.
You understand? And
period.
If it's a righteous endeavor for our kids.
Period.
I would do whatever to protect them. I'm not going to get into detail, but I would do whatever.
He got all the proof, you know what I'm saying? And he's an activist as well, and he works, with the community, and like he's official. So I'm gonna definitely link y'all up, and we're gonna get that word passed around, because that's very serious, and we serious about that.
Top it up. Like I said, motherfuckers went to war for way less. If you're gonna go to war, make it count. Do it for something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Do it for something righteous. You feel me?
Facts.
Do it for something righteous, bro.
Facts.
At the end of the day, God is in control, and men lie, numbers lie. No, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. These numbers are down on the shootings. As crazy as it is in the street, we're making progress. That's why they put so much money into the violence prevention, because we are making progress.
Yes.
Because real brothers are standing up, and they might be street niggas, but we're tired of the violence. We're tired of the shorties killing shorties. We're tired of losing people, and brothers are standing up. So salute all you real OGs out there.
Facts.
And salute you queens out there that's holding these brothers down.
Facts.
They need encouragement.
Facts. Matter of fact, salute the queens that be out there on them streets too, because we got the queens out there repping it and holding it down with us too. You know what I'm saying? So salute everybody that's doing that work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbie, shout out to you, queen. Like, people like that doing their thing, bro.
Period.
Fatal over there in Eaglewood.
Man, big shout out to Fatal. I got some things coming up with him too. Man, we all finna link it together, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, all of us need to pull it together and get on this and be a unit, because this is what it's all about. Okay, so I definitely wanna give you your opportunity to give your shout outs, because we're coming to the end of the show. I wanna keep this going forever, because we talking about the real, and I love it. So we're gonna have you back. But I wanna get you an opportunity, as we always do, to, give a jewel that you want to pass on, because we've already passed on so many jewels, but something specific that you want to say to those that are listening that might want to follow in your footsteps as far as getting out the streets and getting into this entertainment business and being an inspiration like you are, because that's what you are, bro. Please, drop a jewels for him.
Okay. I'm going to say this. The reset button. That's a beautiful thing about life. We have a reset button. Every day you wake up is the beginning of the rest of your life.
That way.
You have a chance to start over. You feel me? And it's like our background do not define us.
That way.
Our background do not define us.
That way.
Your background is when you wake up in the morning, you got a new canvas. And you paint the picture that you want us to be. You feel me? You paint the picture. It was I'm just saying, say this real quick. I was doing this before I was doing the album. I was doing the peacekeeper shit. And the dope thing, I didn't even recognize him. But he was talking to another dope thing. He was like, you see him right there? That motherfucker crazy as hell. That motherfucker wild as hell. But man, he don't want to keep the peace, man. Like, ooh, out the band, blah, blah, blah. Like, and he say, man, can I shake your hand? God look good on you. And that was confirmation to me because I always knew I had God in the inside. But I wanted to shine through to the outside. And I thought,
that way.
No, you can't shake my hand, but you can give me a hug. Because that let me know I was whatever I was doing it right because he was showing through. So you
Facts.
Like he wants y'all. He wants the GDs. He wants the BDs. He wants the Cobras, Stones, Vice Lords, all y'all. He wants all y'all.
Facts.
He want to use all y'all. So
Facts.
come on to the other side. It's pretty good on the other side. You hear me? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I needed. Bro, without any shame, I have no problem telling you I love you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I'm grateful for you, bro. I'm honored to have this opportunity to give you your flowers and show you this love and let you have a platform to spread your message and tell these stories and share with the world your viewpoint, because you have an amazing viewpoint and you lived an amazing life. Man. And you've done some amazing things that should be saluted and respected. And I, for one, am grateful, bro. So please, without further ado, this is the support report. We always like to let everybody show they love. You done showed a whole lot of love already, but you know what I'm saying? Just in case you might have missed some people or you thought of some more people, send some shout outs, show some love, you know what I'm saying, to those that matter, to those that you love and care about, you know what I'm saying, the ones that support you.
Okay. Real quick, off the top of my head, a couple, I named a couple of women in my life. Taisha, you feel me? Lifelong best friend, been there for me thick and thin, know the real me, got me through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Tara, Ashita, people that kind of like lifted me up when I wasn't who I am now. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
My homie Big Man, you feel me? Like, who was my muscle a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, Zaman, like, RP, all the dead homies, like all the dead guys. Too many to names, too many of y'all to name, but I keep all of y'all in my spirit. I embody all of y'all. I do this for y'all. You feel me?
Facts.
My family, shout out my family, shout out my mama, my aunties, like, you feel me? Shout out all my cousins and shit. Shout out like all the walks of life, you feel me? Like, there's too many names, like, but shout out Chicago, you feel me? Like, shout out the streets, the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, show me love, and you feel me, and hold me up, bro. Y'all keep me going, feel me?
Facts.
Every time I be, like, down and, like, getting frustrated and, you know what I'm saying, like, discouraged, when y'all show me that love in the street and keep me going. It really keep me going. Shout out all my God kids, you feel me? My son.
Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in, OG. Yup. Hold on, everybody. We're going to get them back in. There we go.
Oh man, but
There we go.
that wasn't nothing but the devil.
That's all. We're going to keep it going. Just where we left off at. Continue your shots out.
But yeah, I just yeah, but shout out to all us fighting a good fight out here. Shout out to the single mothers. Shout out to the real fathers, the real dads, not no baby daddy. Shout out to the fathers that don't just buy the Pampers, the ones that change them Pampers. You hear me?
Facts.
We the unsung heroes. You hear me? You know?
Facts.
Deadbeat dads need to be dead. You heard me?
Facts.
Hey, let me just say this real quick. Ain't nothing worse than a deadbeat daddy that ride off in the sunset and play super dad to somebody else's kids. You motherfuckers are sick. Okay? You motherfuckers are sick. You know? But I ain't gonna hold it down too long, you know. I just be out to pop my shit, you feel me?
Hey. Okay, so Bam, let's take care of the last part of the show, which is the most important part of the show.
Okay, let's go.
Which is taking care of you, bro.
Right.
We definitely gotta go ahead and support you one time and do what we came to do, which is show you your love and respect. Please let everybody know what you got going on, what you got coming up, where we can find you, how we can get you booked, how we can put you in them new movies that's, you know what I'm saying, them script writers got going on, you know what I'm saying? We need all the information, we need all the connects, we gotta holler at all of that. So please let everybody know where they can get in touch with you and how they can do all of the good stuff.
Mack Mecca 4856 on Instagram. I'm David Penn on Facebook. I'm in the hood all the time. Y'all be I ain't hard to find, but yeah, I got a lot of shit going on, a lot of new movies coming. And just like that with Bo Deal, United Nations with Billy Ray Valentine. I got Theotis with Billy Ray Valentine. I got Win for Losing with Bo G and Will Gates coming. I got Primary Position with Hypno Carlito. I'm actually starting well, you know, I'm starting back production of my own Phone and Grave. It's a horror comedy. Starting back working on that one with Shake Robinson. Bogus Run with Bo Deal, written by Mike Epps. Working on that. And also I'm starting up my own YouTube page for my own comedy skits and my spoken word. I'll be dropping all that shit on my own page. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shit. Like, you feel me? I'm out here for real.
Working hard, putting in that work. Hey, big
Yeah.
shout out to everybody that you shouted out. All the love and respect to all of them. But most definitely, big shout outs and love to you, bro. Like I said, we're gonna connect in the background.
Coach Steele, that nigga got a banger of a movie he's sitting on. It's called what the fuck is called? Can I get some? Yeah, that motherfucker, hey, it's coming. Boy, that motherfucker gonna make you laugh all motherfucking pennies off him. Straight up. Funny as hell. Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Steele.
Yeah,
definitely looking forward to them new bangers. Definitely looking forward to the new projects. Shout out to everybody that you show love to. But most definitely, shout out to you, bro. Anything you want to leave us out with?
Oh man, that's about it. Undying love, and you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, man, you stay down to earth will hold you down.
That way.
Yeah, stay humble.
On God. Man, thank you so much once again for the opportunity, bro. This has been epic. Like I said before, anybody that you want on the show, anytime you want to come back, it's no problem. We're going to set that up immediately and make it happen. This is your platform from now on. And, man, thank you, bro. Keep doing the legendary things that you're doing as far as the entertainment business. Keep doing the things that you're doing in the community. I'm going to support that. I'm going to suggest that everybody else support you and everything that you got going on, showing you love and respect. Before you get up out of here, I just want to say one thing, bro. When you was in the hospital, for that time that you was in the hospital, bro, and the whole city came together to pray for you, bro. And it was one of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in my life. And I was so impressed and so grateful for that show of emotion that was poured out in your behalf. But most of all, I felt some type of way about it because you didn't get that support before you was in the hospital. It was never that level of support before in public. And I was very disturbed by that. So I wanted to make a point about that. Y'all show this man love to his face. Show him love in public. Show him love and respect on the internet. Share his shit. Support this man. Y'all see him grinding. Y'all see him out here working. Y'all see him out here putting it on for the city, for the world. Come on, man. Especially if you from Chicago, because he deserved it. And I don't care who don't like it. That way.
That part.
So that's all I got to say, OG.
Yeah, so we going to end on that note, shit. You just ended it out, yeah.
It's my honor, you know what I'm saying, to have this opportunity.
Love you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
I love you back, bro. It's none but love and respect from me forever. So you have a great rest of your day. Thank you once again. It's anytime you want to, right here.
I love my boy.
Love, bro. You have a great rest of your day. I'm going to hit you in the background.
All right.
Peace. Man, it's my supreme honor, everybody, to have this opportunity right here to talk to that brother, to share my love and respect for him, to share with y'all, you know what I'm saying, his great works and his great personality and the person that he is. He deserves a platform. He deserves many platforms. He deserves every blessing that is happening to him because he's earned it. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to show him that love. And I'm grateful for each one of you being right here to give me that opportunity to share that with me. So much love and respect to everybody that stopped through. Please follow me, like, share the support report, DA support report on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know. Follow me, like me, share me. If you want to get on the show, please reach out. It's what's up. Supreme Hustle Club, you already know I hustle, eat, Ghetto Heaven Records, mad support, always showing me love. Definitely got to send big shouts out to everybody in the chat that was showing love and appreciation, everybody that chimed in for me, for our guests, and for our culture. Much love and respect. This is KCG for the support. Peace.